Roblox Studio. Roblox Studio is developed by Roblox in 2006 and it uses the Lua scripting language. It's a free 3D game engine popular among users from kids to large companies. It features community-made models, music, and plugins, and hosts your game at no cost. All the 40 million games on Roblox were made with this engine. Geometry Dash. Geometry Dash isn't really a game engine, but it has built-in level editor that users consider powerful. For instance, an entire FNAF remake was created in Geometry Dash 2.2. While it's not a traditional game engine, but it's still a versatile tool. Super Mario Maker. Again, although it's not a game engine, but Super Mario Maker deserves a mention due to its extensive level creation capabilities. According to MatPat, it has more possible levels than atoms in the universe. Unity. Unity is the most popular game engine in the world. It uses the C# programming language and is used by so many developers and companies, including Ubisoft. Unity supports both 2D and 3D game development, and it is commonly used for making cross-platform games. Notable games created in Unity include Rust, Among Us, Fall Guys, and some Angry Birds games. Unity was recently under fire for charging 10 cents per download, which caused people to abandon it and switch to other engines. Source. Source was developed by Valve for Valve. It uses C++ for programming, offering extensive control over game mechanics and systems. The Source engine has been used by various developers and companies, but mostly Valve. Games like Half-Life 2, Portal, and Counter-Strike are created by this engine. The engine was first released in 2004 with updates and improvements over the years, and Source 2 was introduced years later. Source is usually recommended for making mods of Valve games rather than original projects. Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is developed by EPICGames and is another widely used game engine. It uses C++ for its programming language, but also supports Blueprint visual scripting for people who don't know how to code. Unreal Engine is used by many different developers including EPICGames and Ubisoft. Notable games created with this engine are Fortnite, Gears of War, and BioShock Infinite. It is released in 1998 and has been used for both 2D and 3D game development, but mostly 3D. It is commonly praised for its advanced graphics, rendering capabilities, and robust toolset. Rage. Rage, or Rockstar Advanced Game Engine, is used by Rockstar to create games like GTA 4, GTA 5, and also the Red Dead Redemption series. It was first used for table tennis in 2006. Primarily using C++, it's only exclusive to Rockstar. CryEngine. CryEngine, developed by Crytek, is known for advanced rendering. It uses C++, and games like Crysis was made with this engine. It was first released in 2002, but it has evolved through versions, with CryEngine 5 improving performance and workflow. It is very popular for AAA games, especially first-person shooters and open-world genres. Scratch. Scratch is a beginner-friendly visual programming language developed by the MIT Media Lab. While it's mainly used for educational purposes, it can also be used to create simple, interactive projects, including games. Scratch is not typically considered as a traditional game engine because of its limited capabilities compared to other engines. And also, Scratch is often made fun of because of its simplicity and being used mostly by kids. ClickTeam Fusion. ClickTeam Fusion is a software known for its user-friendly interface and event-based programming system, and it only makes 2D games. It allows developers to create games without needing to write code. The first Five Nights at Freddy's game was created by this engine. Godot. Godot is an open-source engine praised for its user-friendly interface. It uses GD script similar to Python, and it is very popular among indie developers. Released in 2014, it supports 2D and 3D development and cross-platform exports to Windows, macOS, Linux, Android, iOS, and also HTML5. Defold. Defold is a game engine developed by King, the creators of Candy Crush Saga. It offers a collaborative environment for developers to create high-quality 2D games games for various platforms. Notable games created with Defold include Puzzle Forge 2 and Bat Hotel. Defold is a popular choice for indie developers looking to create engaging 2D games efficiently. RPG Maker. RPG Maker is pretty much exactly what it sounds like, specializing in creating role-playing games. It comes with pre-made assets and event-based programming, allowing developers to focus on storytelling and game design rather than complex coding. RPG Maker has been used by both amateur and professional developers to create a wide range of RPG titles, but RPG Maker is sometimes criticized for its limitations. Frameworks. Frameworks provide developers with a comprehensive set of tools and features for creating games, including graphics rendering, physics simulation, and audio management. Stride. Stride is a free open-source cross-platform game engine developed by Silicon Studio in 2014. It supports 2D and 3D development for PC, mobile, and VR using C#. Although there aren't notable games widely known to be made in Stride, it still remains a capable engine. Cocos. This game engine is developed in 2008. It includes branches like Cocos 2D and Cocos Creator. It's a free open-source cross-platform engine using C++ with bindings for other languages like C# and JavaScript. It can create 2D and 3D games, and it's interesting to say that Geometry Dash was made with this engine. Microsoft PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint is not a game engine, but PowerPoint can create games using actions. CopperCube. CopperCube, released in 2014, is a free 3D engine for beginners. It supports creating 3D websites and applications, not just games, and it uses drag-and-drop system or JavaScript. But not many games are made with CopperCube. Monogame. Monogame is a free open-source C# framework primarily for 2D, but it's capable for 3D also. It's released in 2009 with a stable release in 2022. Games like Celeste, Fez, and Stardew Valley were made with this exact game engine. Blender. The Blender game engine was part of the Blender 3D modeling software. It was developed in 2000 but discontinued in 2019. An open-source fork called EPICGames now exists, and it uses logic bricks and supported Python for game development. Construct. Construct is a user-friendly engine for beginners and experienced developers. It uses visual scripting for creating 2D games. It's very popular among indie developers, and it features event sheets and behaviors for game logic. Notable games include Guinea Pig Parkour and Mighty Goose. Released in 2011, the latest version, Construct 3, improves performance and adds multiplayer support. Game Maker Studio. Game Maker Studio, or GMS, by Yo-Yo Games is known for simplicity and accessibility. It uses GML and supports drag-and-drop actions, catering to indie developers for 2D games. Notable titles include Undertale and Hyperlight Drifter. Since its 1999 release, GMS2 offers better performance and new features. And finally, no game engine. Some people just prefer to write all the code themselves for everything, including rendering, physics, audio, and more. This is not only a lot of work but also requires a broad range of knowledge in complex fields such as 3D graphics and physics simulation. But it does allow for full control of everything in the game. If you are one of these psychopaths that do this, let me know in the comments. And that is all for today. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked the video, and I will see you in the next video.